So you've sent out 50 applications this week. You have tailored every single resume, written personalized cover letter, and hit submit until your fingers are sore. And what do you get back? Cricket. Nothing. What if I told you the problem isn't your resume? What if the problem is that you're fighting with hundreds of other people for just a tiny slice of the jobs that are actually out there? Here is the hard truth. Some estimates show that anywhere from 70 to 80% of jobs are never publicly advertised. They get filled before you ever see them on a job board. You're competing for the 20% that's left over, and it is a brutal, soul-crushing fight. But what if you could just sidestep that fight completely? So where are all these amazing jobs? They are in what is known as the hidden job market. And companies rely on it for a really smart reason. Posting a job publicly is expensive and it takes a lot of time. It floods their inbox with hundreds, sometimes thousands of applications that some poor HR manager has to sit and sift through. It's just way more efficient and less risky for them to look inside their own company first, or to hire someone who was referred by a trusted employee or other contacts. Think about it from their side. Employee referrals often lead to hires who perform better and stick around longer. Referred candidates tend to be a better fit for the company culture, and they come pre-vetted by someone on the inside. It's not a system built to keep you out, it's a system built for efficiency. The problem is nobody even taught you how to make this system work for you until now. Your map to the hidden job market. Getting into this hidden market isn't about knowing a secret password. It's about strategy. It's about shifting your focus from applying for jobs to connecting with people. These unadvertised roles are filled through networks, referrals, and people reaching out directly. And you can start building those bridges today. So let's break down 4 real actionable strategies to get you in front of hiring managers for jobs that nobody else even know exist. Strategy 1, network with a purpose. First, forget the idea of awkward schmoozing at the stuffy corporate events. Modern networking is about building genuine professional relationships. Start with what people call an informational interview. I personally prefer to call them market research calls because of the psychology of stature and your inner game. Anyway, these are not job interviews. They are short 15 to 20-minute chats with people who are in roles or at companies that you find interesting. Trust me, once you master our interview aikido, these visits can actually easily go on for hours. Reach out to a manager or a senior person in your field on LinkedIn and say something like, "Hi, so-and-so, I've been following your work at the company and was really impressed by the mention a specific project. As someone who is also passionate about your field, I'd be grateful for 15 minutes of your time just to hear about your experience." You'd be shocked at how many people are willing to help. You aren't asking for a job, you're asking for advice. And that one conversation puts you on their radar for when a role eventually opens up. Now, here's where I differ from the conventional thinking. Don't limit yourself to hiring managers. You want advocates, and they can be effective no matter their level in an organization. More on this later. Strategy 2, target companies directly. Don't wait for a "we're hiring" sign to appear. Make a list of 10 or 15 companies you would genuinely love to work for, whether they have jobs posted or not. Do your homework. What are their latest projects? Who are the team leads in the department you want to be in? Then reach out directly to a hiring manager or a department lead. Keep your message short and focus on the value you can bring. Don't say, "Got any jobs?" Instead, try something like this. "I've been following the company's recent launch of the product X, and I think my skills in whatever skill area you have could really help you tackle this specific challenge or achieve specific goals. I'd love the chance to connect and chat about how I could bring value to your team. This kind of proactive approach shows incredible initiative and immediately sets you apart from everyone who is just sitting back and waiting. Again, don't limit yourself to the hiring manager or a department head. Engage your advocates. Who knows? Your neighbor may know someone in the company, or someone else in his or her network could know someone. This is what I call leveraging OPN or other people's network. You need to think out of the box. Strategy 3, turn your LinkedIn into a magnet. Your LinkedIn profile shouldn't just be a dusty digital copy of your resume. It needs to be a magnet for recruiters and hiring managers. Make sure it is 100% complete and packed with keywords for the kind of jobs you actually want. But don't just set it and forget it. Engage with content in your field. Leave thoughtful comments on posts from industry leaders. Share articles you find interesting. And maybe even write your own post about the trends you're seeing. This builds your personal brand, shows you know your stuff, and makes you far more discoverable to recruiters who are constantly searching for talent. If you're making a career transition, definitely join the LinkedIn groups that focus in those areas, both to learn and network. Your first thought may be, well, aren't those folks my competitors? Well, I tell you, more than once, I was referred by people who you might consider my competitors. Once I landed a job that changed not only my career, but my life. And it came because the person who declined it referred me because he wanted more money. Whereas I just wanted to establish myself. I wasn't even the perfect candidate, but he even vouched for my character and my potential. And that brings us to strategy 4, the power of referral. Employee referrals are the number one source of quality hires for most companies. Seriously, a referred candidate is way more likely to get an interview and get hired fast. If you know of someone at a company you're targeting, don't just hit them with a, hey, can you pass my resume along? Make it easy for them to help you. Be specific about the type of role you're looking for and give them a few bullet points about how your skills are a perfect match for the company's needs. That way, they can be a powerful advocate for you. But here's the thing. You need to know how to motivate them to do a good job. Of course, one motivation could be the bonus some companies offer for a successful referral. But you shouldn't underestimate the emotional motivators. When you reach out to people, focus on them, build a human relationship, make a friend, make them feel significant. Ask for advice and guidance rather than shoving your accomplishment down their throat. Your questions should lead them to come up with what they feel is a great way to refer you. And of course, you should coach them along the way if needed. And finally, remember, anyone you talk to not only can be a source of referral to other people in their companies, but they could also recommend other companies you should consider. Okay, look, I know hearing all this at once can feel overwhelming. So don't try to do it all at once. Pick one thing, just one. For example, your homework for this week is to find 5 people at companies you find interesting and try to connect for a short informational chat. That's it. Start small and build your momentum. You want an extra homework? Start mentioning the companies on your list to people in your network. And remember, your network is wider and much richer than what you consider your professional network. Think about it. Your next job at your dream company could come from one of your hairdresser's customers. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're all about sharing career strategies that actually work. The endless cycle of applying online and getting ghosted stops when you decide to step out of it. The best opportunities aren't on the job boards. They are found in connections you make and the value you show. For too long, you've been fighting for the scraps in the marketplace. Now you have the map to the hidden market. Go use it.